name's Laura, and I created the Teach Peace programme 2 years ago, which the main focus is for primary schools in the Portsmouth area. This programme, the main aim of it is to embed a restorative culture into the primary school, so that's from the children to all of the staff and to the parents. So we want the whole school to have that restorative approach in their relationships. We want them to have those positive relationships, but we also want to equip them with the skills that when there is conflict, that everyone knows exactly how to approach that conflict, how to deal with that conflict in a restorative way. So that's the main aim of our programme. The purpose of today's video is to explain what we've learned over the 2 years, the areas where we thought, yeah, we're going to improve on that, we need to change some of these things, and the things that really worked. So that's what I'm going to spend the next few minutes explaining about. So how do you create a restorative school? Well, the first thing that I would suggest is to get all of your staff, every staff in the school, the teachers, the learning support teachers, the head teachers, everyone trained up in restorative practice. It's the best way to do it. We've learnt the hard way. We started with children first, and the parents and a few members of staff, and it kind of worked. But one of the things we found was that without the staff having that vision and understanding of what restorative culture is, then the children are very much doing all of this in the playground, but they haven't got the complete support from the rest of the school. So I would recommend the first thing you need to do is to train up the staff. Maybe have an inset day and just get everyone trained up on the same day, so have that clear understanding of what restorative culture means. The second thing, I would suggest that you would have an introductory workshop, so that we're then working with the children, providing the whole school with that clear understanding of how to have positive relationships with each other, what is conflict, and how to resolve it when it does occur. So that will be the next stage, to create 2 workshops on that. We do like half an hour workshop for each of those, so the whole school has that. So the next stage would be then to ask years 4, 5 and 6 whether any of those children would like to participate in the mediation programme, which is 9 weeks. We also ask them to get their parents or grandparents or guardians, anyone that they would like to have support them in that programme, to be involved with that as well. So that will be the next stage. And this programme is basically a chance for the team to grow, to get to know each other, to build their confidence. We help them with active listening skills, good body language. We teach them on how not to judge people, how not to stereotype, all of those things. We kind of just cram it into like a mini mediation training programme. And then the last bit of the training, which is the most important bit, we teach them about what is conflict and how do you deal with it when it does occur. So we give them those restorative questions of what happened, what were you thinking and feeling, who's been hurt, and what needs to happen now. So that's the next part of the Teach Peace training programme. So then the next part of the programme is about working with this group of children, which is usually about between 10 and 20 children, working with them to build up their confidence in the playground. We would encourage that you visit them regularly, that you also have like a supervision session, maybe every sort of 6 to 10 weeks, just to all meet together, the children and the parents and guardians, anyone that's been involved in the programme, and some of the members of staff as well from the school, just to talk about the conflict that's happened, the cases that have gone to a mediation meeting and what the outcome of that was, and just discuss areas where they could improve on. And this would be a chance also to do further training, further confidence building, just really developing those skills. That will be like the next stage of the programme. So in terms of case studies which have stood out from the Teach Peace programme, there's a particular one, a mother and daughter. They came from a very difficult background. There'd been domestic violence in the family, and they decided they wanted to do the mediation programme. And for them, this has been an absolute fresh start for them. They had a lot of difficulties communicating at home, lots of arguments, and this mediation programme has helped them to learn to communicate with each other. It's helped them to recognise what conflict is and how to deal with it when it does occur in a positive way. And it's given them a chance to bond and to build their confidence. So out of everything, that's a particular case study for me that's really stood out and has shown me just how important the restorative approaches are, how much impact it has inside the school and outside of the school as well. So if I was to summarise what I've learned over the last 2 years, the first thing I'd say is train up all the staff first in restorative practice. The second thing is to find someone from the members of staff that are passionate and fired up about restorative culture and get them to be the one that drives us in the school. The third thing, I would say get the parents and guardians to be really supportive of the mediation programme, get them to be involved and get them to support the children in this. The fourth thing I would say is make sure that there's a celebration. Once those children are trained up in mediation, make sure there's a big assembly, a big party to celebrate the launch of the mediation service, where we do this, where we give the caps, certificates and badges to the children. There's a big round of applause, and it's a really significant moment for the children in terms of them recognising the importance of their role in the school, and for the whole school to realise that they have a team of people there ready to help them in the playground when things get difficult. So they are the four things I would say, key things that I've learned over the last 2 years.